Welcome back to the show. It's Road Dogg and Casio, and you're listening to a YTX version of.
Oh, you didn't know? It's a story I was telling you. Wait, are we live about? I was saying about the goats.
Yeah, we're live. Go ahead.
Okay, no, I shouldn't. It was about. Yeah, it was about. Anyway, I'll get to you on the backside of that. Flip flop, goat scrop. Here we go.
We are live all the way.
Oh, we are
live.
real. Okay, cool. Hey,
That
welcome
means-
aboard, guys. To You Didn't Know. I'm
means
Television's
they're over
Road
there.
Dogg.
Yeah.
This is Casio Kid. He's the host of this show.
You guys can interact with us. You are in the chat over there. We'll get to as many chats as we can if you want to make sure.
Do we already have Chatterbox?
We do. I'm
Hey,
looking at it.
chatter.
Well, you can also hit us on the super chat if you are forcing us to read your comment.
I got a new Stanley Cup, by the way.
Okay.
Because I want to be cool. I want to compete with the Joneses. The Jameses always have to compete with the Joneses. We come first alphabetically, but it's still problematic.
It's problematic. We have got a lot going on today, man. What has your life been like, my man? You've been traveling. You were on the road all
Traveling
week
the
last
world.
week.
I was on the road and I had a blast, to tell you the truth. I just did my office visit and a television backstage appearance. Anyway, it was not an appearance on television. I just showed up to Hartford. And we had a blast and we had a good time and we got a lot of great work done as far as the creative live events team. And so, look, I've finally found balance in my life between my professional and personal life. And at 54, I'd say it's about time. But I also tweeted out today, and this is something that I just want to work with is. Peace is, serenity is the real superpower. Like if I can, he who conquers himself is stronger than he who conquers a city. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. And look, I'm not smart. I just follow Jeff Jarrett on Twitter. And so what I'm saying though is once you get to a certain age where you don't give a rotten rat's rectum about what other people think of you, and you are comfortable in your own skin and in your own worth as well, which is something that's new to me. I don't know, man. It's gravy. And if I say something's gravy, well, I think you of all people know how good it is.
I love gravy. Where are you at on chocolate gravy? You ever had it?
I'm in. I just don't know if I've had it or not. So
Really?
are you being serious? Like what food would they put that on other than a glazed donut?
They put it on biscuits down here.
Well, you say down here, and I live 400 miles south of you. So I'm
that's
just
why I-
wondering where down here is.
In the South. So apparently it's not all over the panhandle, though.
Apparently it's not, because that's the stupidest I ever heard.
It's
No,
very.
no. I would
it's
eat
like-
that. I would eat that in a heartbeat. On a good biscuit, a chocolate gravy.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I would
kinda
run an IV.
It's kind of like on a glazed donut where they put the chocolate. It's almost like that, but melted. So it just runs.
And under
everywhere.
that is a biscuit.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I mean, everything is right with it. I'm just
there's-
saying you claimed it was a Southern thing, and Rebecca McCord or Mary Sue Adams didn't never make no chocolate gravy. I can tell you that.
Well, look, I saw earlier. Let me make sure I get it right. David Woolbright is watching from Alabama. David, hit us up if you've ever heard of chocolate gravy.
Howdy from Alabama.
We also have.
He's right up against me. I'm real close to the Alabama state line, and apparently the only reason, if you ask people from Georgia, the only reason Florida stays attached to the United States is Alabama sucks so much. But if you talk to anybody from Alabama, it's Georgia sucks so much. So I'm from Florida, so I go both ways.
I also see. We know that.
I was trying to leave an edit point so that
We're live.
yeah. Oh,
We can't.
my
edit.
bad.
Yep.
No, I mean for people
just
who are
announced.
gonna.
Oh, to clip it
You
later
just-
and use against you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. You just announced. You said
It's on
you make me
You
laugh. You make me
announced.
laugh. I like you.
As Adam Arpin put it, we see one half of the Philly Meanies.
I'll tell you
Mrs.
what.
Meanie
Adam
is here.
Arkin was good in MASH. We also had a Oh, Tracy.
How about that?
Miss Meanie.
How about that? We've got
Speaking of
somebody.
the Meanie.
We've got somebody checking in from Glasgow. Amy T. First time I've been able to
Glasgow.
watch one of these live. Hello from Glasgow. And what the F is chocolate gravy?
See? Amy doesn't know either. But Amy,
We've ruined
it's chocolate gravy.
We've ruined the world with
Chocolate
gravy.
Amy. Okay, sorry, that was my horrible.
Okay, here we go.
Do you have a polo shirt on? Like that shirt cost like $100, didn't it?
It's.
Yeah,
I think
could
it's
you
one
put
of the
a
fake
piece of-
Walmart ones.
Could you put a piece of black tape over that?
I think it's the old Polo Club. You know
I love
what I mean?
when I get it. Yeah, it's Adidas, but it has 4 stripes. Just
If you can see, the guy is not holding. He's holding an axe. It's actually a Viking. It's not a Polo Club.
this is a Minnesota Viking shirt. Oh, you and I are easy targets, my friend.
Yeah, we are. We just
you
make
see
each
us
other
coming,
pop.
and I'll tell you who I'm talking about is the people who give free food away at the grocery store.
We're the definition of March
Yeah.
for free
Yeah.
Sam.
I'm
I'm
going
that
to
guy
that.
that'll go put on a hat and come back around for the second one. They're like, we know it's you, man.
You are
got-
that guy.
First of all, you've got chocolate gravy on the front of your shirt. We know it's you. We know it's you. What are you doing?
That's the trick, man. That's the comedic trick to bring it around. Bring it back round. Round the
all right.
outside.
Mick Mac hit us up in the super chat.
I was
Thank you,
wondering
sir.
where Mick Mac has been sleeping.
They say having sex burns as many calories as running 3 kilometers. How do you run 3 kilometers in 1 minute? He said, we'll move on from that, but he said,
Hey,
who's
time
the
out,
most-
time out. That's I'm either having vertigo or another heart attack, so I don't know. Oh, he said a minute.
Does that
kidding.
include cuddling?
He's kidding. He's kidding about a minute. Ladies, nobody can last that long.
That-
Don't you come on here, Mick Mac, spreading that.
what are we, Superman?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
He also has a good question. Who's the most famous Armstrong, Bob, Neil, or Lance?
Well, I'm going to say people today don't know who Neil is anymore. And I think if you ask them who Bob or Neil was, they'd say, "Is that what you do, or is that your?" Anyway, so it's between Lance or Bob, and Lance. So I'm going to go out on a limb
Whoa.
here, and this is going to shake some trees. My father died with both his testicles. I tried to do it with a straight face, and I couldn't. I tried, though. Mick Mac, is there at least $1.99 for the trial?
You don't have a straight face. You just told us.
I know, but it's just this one that God gave me. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Bob. I'm gonna go with Bob Armstrong. And that's just from a real visceral place. I've used that word several times today. So that's a statement. That's just a fact, but it also leads you to believe why I think that way. You know what I mean?
What is this? Big Mac talking about serving a whole different kind of gravy.
Now, come on, guys. Come on. We're going to try to keep it above board. Please stop sending stuff like that. Whatever you do not send stuff like that.
Oh, I
Anyway.
did see the video of this. By the way, we'll get to as many
That
chats
baby, that baby.
as we can. But if you want to make sure we get to your chat, hit us in the super chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Angel
we were waiting for
Hernandez
Mick Mac.
said, "How
Who?
bad was Stone Cold when you would hump him with the pump handles?"
I'll be honest with you. I honestly believe.
That video was great. It's been going around this week of you
No
humping
way.
him. Oh yeah,
No way.
you got him into position.
I didn't know I did it to him.
Oh yeah,
I was literally about to say and claim I didn't do it to guys like him. I only did it to my friends and guys like it would, you know what I mean? Like, but I did it to him. That's that's great. That's great.
Boy,
Now we're talking about
you
about
wanna
those
die
again.
With those testicles, you better not do that.
This should be sponsored by Manscaped.
half off. Man, I don't know what you get anymore. The promo
Come on,
code Dogg,
Lance.
but try it.
Yep.
You might
Give it a whirl. Throw it at them.
By the way, I apologize because I'm looking at the chat list. I think we've got the most ladies we've ever had in the chat. There's a bunch of them.
And of course,
yeah,
this is the topic I die on. Anyway, go to one of those ladies. Let's see what they have to say.
Well, there's at least 1% ladies in this chat, says Amy T. Which again, most we've ever had.
Amy, don't sell yourself short, sister. You are the most we've ever had. And we are thankful. And you're from, wait, where was she from? She was from Ireland, right? Glasgow, Scotland.
Give us your best. That's what I was gonna give us your best Scotland.
No, because I probably screwed it up earlier and did a different one. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I immediately go into Shrek every time I try.
Truth be told, there's a scene in a movie that I love, The Campaign, that I've watched a million times, where the old guy's walking across the street and he goes, half the time I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yes.
And that is totally my T-shirt. It should be made. It was just like, half the time, mister.
Mick Mac said, sorry, I wasn't joking about the 1 minute. He's driving it home.
He's
driving it home. I appreciate that. Sticking to the gimmick. I appreciate
you're
it.
good, you kid, you're good. You and your polo shirt. I got to get me one of them bad boys.
I know. Look, since we're not on ad-free shows, we can do whatever we want. Dom, what's our newest merch that we got out right now?
Oh, we can just say that to the producer?
Yeah.
You mean there's no fourth wall, or is it a seventh wall? Which wall?
The tanks?
You didn't know? You better ask somebody. D-O-double-G and D-O-double-G, rowdy. You getting rowdy. Summer's here, ladies. We have the tanks, and for those men who like to show off those guns, the tanks are here especially for you with the You Didn't Know logo.
Here's my problem with the tanks. I got to go the Larry the Cable Guy sleeves.
Yes.
Because if I go tank, I got tasteful side boob showing.
They're not even tasteful.
No,
I mean, I appreciate you adding that descriptor, and
I tried.
I respect it. But I'm with you, dog. I'm with you. And also, fat looks better brown than it does white. Like I'm a white dude. You know what I mean? I'm white, and so if I wore a white shirt, you would not like what you see. You know what I mean? Underneath that bad boy.
My biscuits don't brown. They just burn.
Put some chocolate gravy on them and move on, honey. You're fine. You're just big boned.
Get toasted, son. I get toasted, buddy.
So we're 13 minutes in. We've lost all track of anything that's going on. Is it anybody's birthday today?
No.
Anybody here from out of town?
Oh, just in the chat or in general?
Yeah. Just bring... I got my Stanley Cup. Did we talk about that?
Let me see. I'll see who's. It's got to be at least one wrestler in the business's birthday. Now that doesn't mean you're going to know him. Let's see.
I will.
June 11th, Hikaru Shida.
Oh, I do know him, but do not ask me to pronounce his name.
It's a female.
I think you did a wonderful job at it, to be quite honest.
Shida is a female, Japanese professional wrestler.
I walked right into that one, didn't I? She is a hell of a fighter. I tell you what, she has 2 feet and 2 arms, and she ain't afraid to sling them.
Look, we skipped over the fact that you took an awesome picture with Snoop Dogg right there.
Oh yeah, that was long ago, and that was in Chicago, which is weirdly you ask about that, and we actually consumed. We consumed an inhaled product that we did actually inhale on. Sorry, Bill. And a lot of others were there with us. Mia X.
Really?
Yeah, you've heard this story. Right next to us was the governor of Minnesota,
Jesse Ventura.
And he literally had security outside, and things were going south. Me and Naked Midian were doing the dang thing.
Was it just one?
We just had a good time. No, heavens no.
There was a bunch going.
There was everybody. Everybody had one.
Is this where you walked out the door and saw?
Yes.
Somebody very important?
Yes. And Jerry Lynn and Mark Henry. I don't know what he's talking about. I think he meant to share that for another. Oh, my
birthdays.
Bad. My bad.
Oh, they're tomorrow. Birthday.
So tomorrow's Jerry Lynn's birthday and Mark Henry's birthday, both tomorrow. Thank you for that tidbit of useless information, Dom. We're gonna
I'm gonna put you in a tight spot. Who do you think's stronger, Jerry Lynn or Mark Henry?
Well, let's talk about stronger in what capacity. Like who can lift
Your
more weight
physical strength.
and eat more?
I know it's close.
Like food. Mark Henry.
Did you ever see Mark Henry eat a lot of food?
Yes, I've eaten a lot of food with him. Like I too eat a lot of food, and we are from the South together, both of us. And like I have grandparents, as he does, that cooked with heavy lards and butters and starches and such.
Heavy.
So yeah, I've eaten heavy with Mark Henry. I'll put it that way, and never eaten heavy with Jerry Lynn, but always had a great time with Jerry Lynn. You know what? He's one of the best, and I can't believe I haven't ever asked this before. I think they're both from Minnesota. I don't know how close they are from each other, but him and X-Pac are a lot cut from the same cloth. Salt of the earth people that never, no matter where they got or how far they never went far from that. And Jerry Lynn's impresses me, and he has fun wherever he's at. I don't know. He's just a great guy. I love being around him. Mark Henry too, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mick Mac says Triple H has a clause in his contract stipulate that no Armstrong can ever pin him, does he? If you could be a current superstar for a week, who would you be?
I'd be Rhea Ripley.
Well, a lot of things going for her right now.
Yeah, that's why. She's on top of the world. Dude.
Yeah.
She's a heel champion that cannot get booed in any arena. That is currently creatively going out with a guy that cannot possibly be cheered, which is a great dynamic to have in one promo seg. You can have any building in the world right now eating out of your hand, and man, that feels good. And from a creative writer standpoint, man, does that feel even better. So yeah, I'd like to be her. I'd like to be her, period, just for the muscle tone.
For the muscle tone.
Yeah, if nothing else. And she's pretty too. Like I'm not pretty, and I'm fat and ugly. So I wouldn't mind being her. I'm not going to say, I'll be Otis. You know what I mean? Like
why not?
Because I feel like I'm Otis now. You know what I mean?
Okay,
who do I want to be? Who do I want to be is what you're asking. Now,
have you ever seen me and Otis in the same room? No.
That is a good question. And his comb over is starting to, like it looks like you just put something on. I'm just kidding. No, he's a hilarious dude. He's a great person too.
Next time you see Otis, ask him if he's had chocolate gravy.
One of the greatest things I love, because it reminds me of me and Billy, and kind of, I don't know, him and Gable have such a real relationship that if you are ever a dude, for one thing, so women on here know that I know we are different, and anything I think, you do not think. But men, if you were ever on a team with a kid forever, and you literally all the way up through high school, and then, you know what I mean? Like, they are teammates, best friends. You know what I mean? So it's really maximized best friends, you know? And so it's really cool to see two dudes platonically dig each other.
This is a very interesting question. Sorry, the chat's moving fast. I lost it.
Whoa.
What?
How many women are in there?
Well, we've got Danielle Brackett. She's in there. We
have
Amy.
More than one.
We have Mrs. Meany. Yeah, I'm telling you.
This is the most we've ever had times 100.
No, it's incredible.
But also the number of people, not just women. The fact that we have 3 individuals, let's not talk about gender just yet, on here is the biggest we've ever had. Have you lost control?
PR, baby.
You've lost control.
New PR.
Wrangle him.
Dr. Funk. Dr. Funk with a good question. Has anyone wrestled all of the Armstrongs?
Oh, yeah. A lot. That is a good question. But yeah, a lot of people, and I'll tell you where, a lot of people in the Southeast on smaller independent shows. Excuse me. This is an opportunity to kind of plug coming up next month. We're having a memorial show for my dad, and we're trying to get some funds together and just to do some things around the plot and to do a few things regarding his memory and legacy. So anyway, a lot of guys, the guy that's running this show for me, he's wrestled every one of us 100 times. You know what I mean? And so there's a lot, and I would like to have that guy. We'll have him on a future YTX or the podcast or something and promote that show when we get closer to it. But yeah, a lot of people in the Southeast have wrestled every Armstrong, and they'll all tell you Brad was the best.
When was that show again? When's that memorial show coming up?
I actually
August?
don't know the exact. It's July. It's July, and I think it's July. I don't want to say a date because I'm going to get it wrong, and I apologize to Heath for not knowing the date right now. I'll get it and get back to you.
Mick Mac hit us up a couple times in the super chat. You can do so as well. Mick Mac says two things. One, Brian, I think you're a good-looking rooster.
Oh, man. I've heard I was quite a... Anyway.
He also said the ladies are here to see some eye candy. Here's the lady. If we're the eye candy, the ladies are bringing the peroxide and just pouring it straight in their eyes right now.
I think he mistook eye candy for if I laugh and raise my head, they might see some nose candy from the 90s still in there. So that might have been what he was talking about. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just left over from like when the WWE or WWF at the time restaurant opened, around that era.
Hey,
you didn't laugh, but there's about 8 people that did. So.
That's the whole chat. So
but half of those 8 were terrified, like, oh my God. And when I'll just tell you this, 2 of them, one was Rikishi, and the other one was this rock star who now is a VJ or a DJ. Every morning, the sun is coming. I forget what song he sings.
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray. One of them was Sugar Ray.
What's his name? Mark something.
Mark Johnson.
Mark McGrath.
Mark McGrath. There it is.
Is that it?
Yep, that's him.
I think I pulled that out.
And Rikishi just looked at him and said, "What's he doing here?" And I said, "Hey, dude, we ought to go. we needs to go. I don't know, but you got to go." Oh, and it was a shoot. He had to go.
Really?
Anyway, bad story, fun story.
Did he
Memory,
go?
Decent. Oh, he went.
Oh, he went. He got the word.
He went. He went. Junebug said, "Junebug, I tell you what, there was some royalty around, and and sometimes when somebody said something in the tone in which they said it, everybody's on board with that, and this is where we're going, and this is the direction we're all going now. Stuff just changed. It got real. It got real. One of us needs to leave, and it ain't me."
And you can tell by the tone of who's about to leave. By the way, Mrs. Meanie in the chat.
Yeah.
Let's just put this out there, Dog. Would you be afraid to have Blue Meanie on the show with us as a guest sometime in the future? Because I wouldn't.
How near in the future could we do that?
I don't know. Let's make that happen.
I would love that. Dom, let's...
Oh, we can ask him.
Oh, I'll just ask him if is he in the chat? Why did I go up 6 octaves?
You were doing your Casio impression there. Hello? Dog, what are you doing?
Anyway, we can ask him ourselves, I guess. I follow him on the Facebook. He's worth a Google.
In the chat right now, if you would like to see Meanie come in and have some fun.
Oh, my word.
With us sometime, leave it up. Oh, waves.
I don't know if he means he's waving hello or if him and his wife are doing the wave right now. And so I'd like to think it's the latter. Yeah, I'd like to think it's the latter. And then also in the trailer of that new movie Elemental, one of them, the element says water, and they do the wave like it's a shoot wave, goes all the way around the thing. It's funny anyway.
All right, let's try this. Let's me and you do the wave.
No, let's not. We already tried that Beach Boy thing, the Beach Boy debacle of 2023.
It hit.
Yeah, but not hard. It hit because of its unlit. You know what I mean? Whoa! I don't know where I'm sitting in reference to you. I don't know if I should be going right after, or am I sections down? You know what I mean? Do I wait?
Apparently it was us too, because we had no time between.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the popcorn, you son of a...
All right, let's try it. You're on the other side of the arena. Go.
Okay. Oh, wait, shoot, sorry. I thought I was going. You said go. And so
did.
that's my bad.
And
You
then
go
I
first.
panicked.
Like when you're trying to take your shirt off and it gets stuck around your head. Whoa, see, it had to go around the other side. And like for a second, I'm hung in this shirt. I can't get off. Anyway, I guess that's just my fat.
Just came back around.
Oh, my bad. Whoa. I hate this game.
I'm worn out.
So far.
That's the most activity I've had in a while.
I think I threw out my rotator cuff.
Oh, super chat, Mick Mac. He wants to sing "The Joker" by Steve Miller.
Oh, well, I'll tell him a secret. Did we put up a picture of me and Snoop Dogg?
We did.
Had the same experience with Steve Miller. No pictures, same mischievous behavior.
I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker.
We did it at Six Flags in Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, but we also, that's when me and Nick, what we talked about, we're in the band Bullet Bob show. July 29th. Thank you, Mick to the Mac. He's on top of the stack, that's why. Bullet Bob show, 29th of July. Crestview Community Center. Don't miss it. Be there.
Bullet Bob was the pompatus of love, my friend.
I tell you what, he was, and I don't even know what pompatus means.
Well, Steve Miller wrote it in the show.
He wrote it he used it grammatically in a sentence, in lyrics in a song. Dom, tell us what it means before we go off the air in 3.5 minutes.
Doesn't mean anything. He made it up.
Really?
Yeah, he just made it up.
Are you serious right now? Or are you
Yeah.
messing with me?
No, I'm serious.
One who is
No,
pompous or splendid.
that's not true. I think you just made the word up.
I
think that definition
go
came
with
after
you.
the song.
Yes. Steve Miller's addition to Webster's Dictionary is how it went down. Dom.
Darren Staley said Mick Mac done mortgaged his house on questions today. Hey, don't be hating, Darren.
Hey, Darren, you're just mad because Mick Mac is on top of the stick stack
Yeah.
when it comes to the dollar bills, y'all. No, I get it. I'm with you, man, but please.
And he said, ain't nobody called Steve Miller Maurice. That's true.
That is true.
That is true.
Oh.
Love it, dovey, love it, dovey, love it,
Love it,
dovey,
all the time. Man, yeah. And we was, ooh, wee, baby. Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry. So what are we talking about? Whose birthday was it? We talked about those guys, right?
We got
We
everybody
talked
out
about
of the way.
birthday. Anybody die today?
We got. I'm sure there is.
Let's not talk about
Just
that.
like there's probably a wrestler
Casio, I can't
birthday,
believe you brought that up.
Unfortunately, there's a wrestler passing away almost every day. All right. I
didn't
want to thank
mean that.
everybody for joining us. We had a fun time. We sang. We got off the rail. I feel like we got it back on the rails at the end, don't
Did you see that he literally looked it up and it says pompatus for...
A nonce word coined by Steve Miller in his hit single, The Joker. Yeah, it's made up.
Wow. It literally... So I can say pompatus. Say, sit your pompatus ass down. Like, that's how I want to use it. Is that correct?
Oh, I feel like that's correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
it sounded correct. I was making sure I sat down. I was sitting down. I was like, I ain't talking
Is
to
he
me.
talking to me? I don't know what pompatus means.
By the way, guess what just came over? You didn't see that coming.
Sorry. I threw my elbow out and my vocal cords are
I
spent.
tore a rotator.
Happy birthday.
Is that what working out's like?
Nope.
Because I don't like it.
Me either. I hate it.
All right.
I walked on the treadmill for 30 minutes. I've been sweating for 8 hours. Like, how does that work? I guess nobody told my...
You got a problem with your mic?
No.
Falling?
I'm just playing
It's
with
sad?
it. Sometimes I like to
Like-
play with it.
I like to play with your mic.
Yeah. It's my mic. It's my mic. I can do with it what I wish.
Check us out. Our episode this week.
Dom
is
said
on-
he was watching Fight Plus earlier and doing stuff. So I don't know if
Really?
he was with his mic or not. But
He was beating himself up. He said, watching
oh,
fight.
got it. I think I'm not sure if that was the correct context. But let's continue.
What that means. Coming up, we've got an episode on Money in the Bank 2018.
MITB.
We'll talk about that as you were.
MITB.
Oh.
Money in the Bank. Some of them wrestlers' gear really stank. Okay, sorry. That was impromptu,
Wow.
and I'll try not to do it again.
That song was very pompous.
It was.
See, you can use it wherever you want.
It works. It's magic.
Steve Miller's a genius.
He is a genius. He's Genii. He's in the character of Genii.
All right, check out our upcoming episode. Get yourself the new summer tanks if you want to show off that tasteful side boob.
Yeah.
There we go.
We also got a lot of mountain critter stuff that's just...
Hey, is that a real gang sign, or did you just throw up a tiny X?
It's a tiny X for Degeneration X.
That's what I
think
thought.
his might be something different. I'm not...
You know,
I
his
don't,
looks real. That's why I asked what yours was.
I feel like his is like LBC something. I don't know. Mine was just
Oh,
DX. Just fake wrestling. No gang sign here.
Completely innocent.
Fake, just
It's for the pompous
scared
crew.
white
Oh,
kid. There it is. Now it's for
Gator.
Gator. It's Gator Sater. Watch out, son. It's the Mountain Critters. That's our tag team name. If you're just chiming in, you should listen to the podcast. You'll know a little more about Gator and
Look.
Tater.
This is.
Thank you
this
for
is-
that, and-
this is what it looks like when Gator and Tater touch.
Come on. You're getting too spicy. Look at that picture.
Look at that. Speaking
That's
of spicy,
Jesse James Armstrong from
Look.
USWA years. And see the biscuits on the ground beside me?
And that pose, it looks like you're about to put chocolate gravy on the biscuits.
Brother, I tell you what, some of the people in here, Meanie, I'm talking to you, would put chocolate gravy elsewhere.
Oh,
I'm just putting
All
that
right.
out there.
here we go. On the way out, Mick Mac hit us.
Really? We weren't canceled already?
No, we are after this. Mick Mac said, here's $5. Adam, I'm not a tight like you. Brian, send us off with some old-time rock and roll.
Oh, snap. Well, here we go. And you ask, oh my God, how did you know that, Brian Heffron, a.k.a. Blue Meanie?
Was he there? You forgot? 'Cause you...
Well, he might have been for a shoot. And please don't answer that question, Meanie. If you appear on the podcast, I'd love to ask you then. Make people pay behind that paywall to come see you. That is the most awesome piece of useless knowledge I've ever been impressed with upon me immediately. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, I just said that about the picture. He spits out when it was. I don't even know what's happening right now, but I think I love you, but what am I so afraid of? I'm afraid of chocolate gravy. I'm afraid of baby gravy. Okay, sorry.
Must do old-time rock.
That was it, because he didn't say when it was from, but I do have one.
But
That
you
was,
just sang old rock and roll, not
Yeah.
old-time rock and
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, I don't like that one.
Okay, done. Done.
Yeah, only
We're
reason,
done.
honestly,
we got
only,
canceled. We got canceled.
okay. I'm sorry. Bye.